One Piece, the only anime to get me sad over a dugong in 2014. That is, wow, I can't believe I actually got a little bit emotional of actually the dugong just having to fight Luffy. It wasn't so much emotions I was going to cry, just I did have some emotional build up because it was sad getting to see that, but then my mind started reverting back to saying, oh, this is a filler, so there's really nothing to worry about because we know characters won't get killed. So, that's the bad problem about filler, but still, this episode was epic. It did have some good action scenes. The animation of this episode was a little bit average. It wasn't the best animation, but it still was a good animation, and the actual plot of the episode flowed better than actually previous arcs. It had a lot of stuff actually flowing in it instead of just like, you know, how we usually get that one chapter episodes that feel like barely anything is going on. But of course this is a filler, so of course it, you know, it'd be a lot better than that. Still, I did like the fight between Law and Luffy. That was the major point of this episode. Getting to see Law and Luffy, they're like deathmatched with each other and forced to fight each other. I've already came to the conclusion that would have happened before this even happened, because I guessed it. But still, getting to see this fight, it was a good fight, I'm not gonna lie. But there's a lot of flaws and problems with this fight that I noticed instantly. I don't know if anyone else noticed it, but there's a lot and major flaws. For one, okay, let's just say that we saw Law hitting Luffy, okay? Now, if we conclude that, you know, Luffy is made of rubber and punches shouldn't hurt him. Now, we know Haki hurts Luffy, but Law was not using Haki. I mean, we clearly, visibly did not see Haki on his hands or using Haki, and Law's Devil Fruit ability doesn't allow him to do something like that. So right there, that's a major flaw, or they just decide not to animate the hands with Haki. I have no clue. But they animated the Dugong's hands into Haki and punched Luffy. I think that was the only attack that should have worked on Luffy and hurt him to make blood come out of him. So, I see a lot of issues with that right there. That was a major issue in my part of this episode. And then if you look past that, there was another major issue that really agitated me, really a lot actually. For one, Luffy has been trained, you know, to always use his fist, you know, he's like hand-to-hand combat. That's always what he uses. Law, on the other hand, usually uses his sword to fight. So, Law being able to fight Luffy, hand-to-hand combat, when Luffy most likely has more experience with hand-to-hand combat, it just doesn't make a lick of sense how Luffy was having an even fight with Law. Now, I'm not going to say I'm a Law hater, because Law is one of my favorite characters. He is. It's just, that seems very unbalanced. I know they were trying to show that Law and Luffy was like equals. They were equal in strength, but that's not the way they should have went about it, because it didn't feel like it demonstrated the actual equal power of Law and Luffy, because Law shouldn't have been able to actually keep up with Luffy fighting with his fist, and Luffy shouldn't have been getting hurt by Law when Law wasn't probably using Haki in the entire point. But if the animators decided not to, I guess, draw the Haki on his fist, and I could see why he was still getting hurt if they just were lazy with that. Anyways, episode was good if I look past those points of the fight. There was enough emotional build-up, there was enough plot, and, you know, the dude that uses the Peto fruit, it just, wow, his laugh, it's definitely a funny laugh, but not the best laugh I ever heard, but it is kind of getting annoying on my nerves. Now, oh no, interesting episode, not the best filler I've ever seen in One Piece, definitely not. It doesn't top everything I've seen in One Piece filler, but, you know, it's a good episode to bypass the time. This filler is supposed to be only 3 episodes long, so next episode should be the last episode of the filler, and when we get into the actual Dressrosa arc. Now, that's kind of upsetting in my opinion. I've told you a lot about how I feel about that, because I want to see Dressrosa arc have its actual justice and good amount of pacing to where it doesn't feel like another Punk Hazard or another Fish Island. But it doesn't matter. I guess, you know, if it wants to come, it wants to come. I'll still enjoy the arc, whatever it's for, because we'll have something epic going on in it. Well, everybody, this is going to be the end of my anime review on One Piece this week. Tell me what you think about this episode. Did you enjoy the fight between Law and Luffy? Who'd you think was going to win? And what you think about that freaking cliffhanger right at the end when he's got to see them thrown out into the freaking water? Just let me know. I'm curious exactly what you guys all think about this filler. I see a lot of problems with the filler, but at the same time, it's really enjoyable. Everybody, have a wonderful day or night wherever you live. Please stay safe. Chibi out.